Okay, so I've got the shades on because we're heading into the metaverse, and we're going to look at some of the top metaverse tokens by market cap. Which the overall market cap for metaverse plays right now just over 12 billion. A lot of people in the space believe this is one of the areas that will blow up. This and gaming, right? These are the two that a lot of people talk about. The trading volume is still in the billions, even during a bear market, day by day. And we're going to take a look at the top two metaverse tokens, actually compare them a little bit in this video. Right now, the top two are Decentraland, that's just mana, and Sandbox, which is sand. Now, there are some other plays there in the metaverse, like ApeCoin, like Theta Network, like Engine that I like as well. We'll intertwine some of those in the conversation, but that's why the shades are on. We're going into the metaverse. I'll be right back, and we're going to jump in. All right, welcome back, and here we go. Yeah, here's the market cap: 12 billion top metaverse tokens by market cap. We've got Decentraland and Sandbox. We've actually got four in the top 40 right now: Decentraland, Sandbox, Axie Infinity, Theta Network, which is an interesting one that we've talked about back in 2021. It's decentralized streaming platform. That's Theta, and then ApeCoin also just outside the top 40. Now, mind you, a few months back, ApeCoin leapfrogged all of these plays and was number one in the metaverse. And I think that's still possible. They've got a huge network, right? But we've got to see their metaverse in action first. We've already seen what Decentraland and Sandbox can build, and I think that's why they're back at the top. And in this one, I want to take a look at, kind of the two and talk about what's the difference, what are some similarities. So just like OpenSea, when we look at Sandbox and Decentraland, they're both centralized platform built on top of the decentralized asset Ethereum. The same is true for Decentraland and Sandbox, like OpenSea. Therefore, Mana and Sand follow ERC20 compatibility standards. And likewise, they use the ERC 721 standard for NFTs. Now, they're both 3D browser-based platforms, giving users the tools to create 3D assets and then tokenize them as tradable NFTs. Okay, you could see kind of what this looks like right here. Unlike OpenSea, though, which just provides a user-friendly interface for NFT trading, the Decentraland and the Sandbox extend this greatly. Now, they give users the tools to build games, galleries, concerts, casinos, and everything else that can be virtually conceived. And again, the platforms tokenize assets as NFTs, range from in-game gear and cosmetics to virtual land parcels. Specifically, the Sandbox's main focus is to provide users with easy tools such as these things right here: Game Maker, Vox editing, avatars. Now, Decentraland has equally competent builder tools thanks to its Unity engine integration. However, one needs to get a grip on all the available options with builder video tutorials. Both platforms are to some extent decentralized. However, the Sandbox doesn't run as a DAO as Decentraland does. This may change in the future, as Sandbox's team hinted that they wanted to do that. Decentraland has been around a little bit longer than Sand. Nonetheless, their respective tokens, Mana and Sand, are used to pay for the NFT minting and trading. Now, real quick on the surface, I don't hold any Sandbox right now. I do hold Decentraland and I do hold ApeCoin in terms of these plays right here. I also hold Engine down here. But right now I'm holding Decentraland and Ape of these top five. However, I would say it's good to have a little bit of exposure to all of these top plays if you believe in the metaverse and you think it's going to get bigger. Now, I want to jump into this other article because this is where they provide a brief analysis of the top two metaverses right now. So let me zoom in. I've highlighted some key areas. Hang with me here because there's some really good stuff here. Now, Decentraland is this is the very first Ethereum-based virtual environment. As we mentioned, people may develop, explore, and profit from their their content and apps. The Sandbox, on the other hand, is likewise built on Ethereum. However, players may purchase or rent simulated homes in this initiative, and this feature highlights its decentralized nature. Now, Decentraland allows users to purchase land, a non-fungible digital asset, via an Ethereum smart contract. Okay. And the Sandbox leverages blockchain technology to enable user-generated content and tokenomics. Several land plots can be combined to form an estate. This is a grouping of land that is a similar theme. The sand token can be used as a ticket to enter a land and estate because Sandbox's content is dependent on the creativity of its players. This makes it truly unlimited. So this article says the bottom line, based on the overall user accessibility, gaming focus, aesthetics, and more detailed roadmap, the Sandbox is the clear winner, according to the writers of this article at analyticsinsight.net. They say Decentraland boasts its DAO, which a couple different articles now have said that, Sandbox wants to eventually form one. Having a more experienced and decentralized platform tends to yield better results in such a delicate and complex arena. So Decentraland does have that going for them. Meanwhile, the Sandbox has plenty of tools and intriguing artistic visuals. Both of these lead to an enjoyable experience. If you can't decide, consider trying them both and discovering which works better for you. And that's kind of what I was getting at. I would have both of these in the portfolio. I do think ApeCoin has a ton of upside as well. Again, I hold Decentraland and ApeCoin right now. I do have a little bit of Theta as well and Engine. Not a lot of these two, but I bought these back in 2021 and I'll hold them. But I'm looking to get some exposure to Sandbox, and it's a shame because now it's up 43% on the week. We could have got in here at a much cheaper price. And let me know if you did down below, if you got in over the past few months as this thing went lower than $1. But looks like Sandbox and Decentraland can be big sleepers. Decentraland ran up, so did Sandbox. I got in Decentraland last year around 62 cents at one point and ran it up. It ran up over $5 at one point. I got out around $3. Took some profits, at least left some in there. And I've added a little bit more along the way. But Metaverse is here to stay, right? And these two big players, Decentraland and Sandbox, aren't going anywhere, in my opinion. But let me know what you think down below in the comment section. But some people are saying Sandbox might be, the winner. It's so hard to judge, right? That's why I would say get a little exposure to everything here, all the top Metaverse plays, and let the chips fall where they may. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Have a great weekend. See you, everybody. I'll see you in the next one. Later.